Watch today on ABC 27.
ABC 27 News is always on.
It's live with Kelly and Michael. Today from the series Gotham, Jada Pinkett Smith. And star of Once Upon a Time, Ginnifer Goodwin. Also performing their latest hit, Hotel Ceiling, Rixton. All next on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
That song.
I know.
Love that song so much. I feel like we should all go dancing now because it is a Friday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you so much, Friday. We never thought we'd make it. Yes, it's March 6, 2015. If I don't say that, Lori Schulweis will stand there holding that card the whole show.
How are you doing, my lady?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How was your night? Anything interesting?
Oh, gosh. I'm embarrassed to say it. We binge-watched everything but one episode of House of Cards, okay? There. Dirtiness. We are dirty from binge-watching.
How many episodes yesterday?
Well, we watched 3 yesterday, but we had watched most of the season, and we promised ourselves that we weren't going to watch any more. We were going to spread it out over a month. And then...
And that's been 3 days.
It's been 3 days. We have 1 left. I am ashamed of myself. I'm so disappointed in myself. Because then once we've done it, then what? Go back and watch it again, I guess, but...
See, I haven't started it. I haven't started yet.
Don't
I haven't started
do it.
the 3rd season.
You won't be able to stop.
How is it?
It's so good. Gosh, it's so good.
But you know what?
Here's what I've learned from it, though. I never want to go into politics. It's not for us. Too many skeletons floating around.
Yeah. I watched Scandal, and I'm like, that is nothing.
Oh, no, it's not for me.
President ain't got nothing on me.
People, you have to be accurate with your words. Oh, my gosh,
forget
forget
we get
it.
trouble. Oh, yeah. And but my problem is I haven't started yet because, you know, you have certain friends and you want to talk about the shows, and then they haven't watched the 1st season yet. So it's kind of like...
Who do you know that hasn't watched the 1st season
I have plenty of friends who just got cable. I mean, they just... So I'm just working on them. I'm trying to get everybody in my circle up to date so that we can have an enjoyable conversation. And right now, they're holding me back.
I think, like, you need to watch it, but I caution you, go slowly because you're going to binge, you're going to have the urge to binge.
No, when I started with Breaking Bad, there's no going slow.
Yeah,
Once I'm in, I'm all in.
Yeah, no, it's so...
Can't help myself, can't stop.
Yeah.
But, you know, big news yesterday. I was watching TV and all of a sudden, flight had this accident yesterday out there at LaGuardia, and that's really scary. I mean,
it's really
scary.
Yesterday morning, when I got off the air, and my girlfriend was out in LA, and she texted me. She's like, "If my plane skids off the runway, will you raise my children?" Like she just sort of said as a joke because we were talking about the bad weather and flying and this and that, and then that plane skidded off the runway, and I was like, oh, my gosh, was she a prophet or what? I mean, it's so crazy when
that was
not her plane. Yeah, that was not her plane, but still, it's like, I've never heard her say anything like that before.
I'd be like, man, I just got 2 more kids.
Right.
But yeah, that's scary, though. And I know one of the Giants players, Larry Donnell, was on the flight. And he tweets out later, I knew I should have stayed home today. Right. But I'm just glad everybody's okay. But what a scary experience, because we've all landed in inclement weather and bad weather. And you trust the pilots and everybody else. But some things, I guess, with the winds are just out of their control. And but that is frightening. We're just happy that everybody out there is okay.
Thank God.
And that planes that came in later were also able to land safely.
Yeah. And also Also, have you been following this Harrison Ford story? Harrison Ford was piloting his own plane, and he had a crash landing. He was flying his vintage World War II plane, and he crash landed on a Los Angeles golf course. They're saying that he did suffer a broken arm and head injuries, but he's expected to recover, and it's unbelievable. They said that he's such a knowledgeable pilot that he was able to sort of put himself down in a way that he could have the best chance of survival. So we're happy that he's okay, and my gosh.
I mean, and thank goodness there was nobody on the golf course in that area at that point. And I used to see that plane all the time because he, out there at the airport.
You would see that and go, oh, that's Harrison Ford?
Yeah, because he has several planes. No, because they're out at the airport out there is where they have these hangars where guys hang out and they keep their cars and they do all this stuff. And he has a lot of planes that he keeps out there. And I like to see that plane, the beautiful vintage plane. And I'm just glad he's okay too. He's as well, but that must be frightening. And he was solo, right?
He was solo, right? He is solo, right?
Han Solo.
Solo. No, it's right here. It's like he was solo. It's not the first time he was involved in an air crash. He was in a 1999 helicopter crash over Santa Clara, California. I mean, you think that once you're in a helicopter crash, you're done, right? Your quota has been, your air tragedy quota has been filled, right? But apparently, no. So I'm not going to get on any plane. He's traveling.
Oh, boy.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Oh, boy. But, you know, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for spring. This snow is getting old.
Well, we're springing forward. Yeah. Flashing forward. We're flashing forward. I must be having a flashback, Gelman. Yes, Sunday night we flash forward. We lose an hour, but we do gain an hour of daylight, which is very exciting. So we're going to start to feel like spring is around the corner. Okay. Even though we know it's still going to be cold for a good long time. Yeah.
But one thing the cold has done is it really helped some sales and some different things around the country. They noticed that Google, the analysts, did the studies, and they found that inquiries about vacation deals spiked 3 times the normal rate. Oh, yeah.
Well, I found
when the storm hit this week. When the storm hit this week, everybody went online to either book a vacation or to look at what a vacation looks like. Because
I found that the official winter coat of Manhattan, right here in New York City, is the Canada Goose coat.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't realize that we all had a uniform until this winter hit. And I realized that I kept thinking that I was seeing myself walk by me, and I realized it's every other lady.
Everybody's wearing them. I thought I had one. I was like, oh, I got this Canada Goose, baby. And then everybody else is wearing one. I don't even wear mine right now. I'm like, can't even tell myself from anybody else.
What is that supposed to be, Gelman? You're showing me.
I was saying they're very
expensive.
Shocking to sell so many of them.
Very expensive. Gelman's like, they're very expensive. He's saying that because Mrs. Gelman wanted one for Hanukkah, and Gelman had to pony up the money for the Hanukkah gift, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
That's wow, better be warm.
Yeah, it is warm though. Boy,
but it's very warm. But yeah, those coats, home improvement stores have gone, and the demand for ice melt salt and sand shovels, generators, all the sales are up there. And then this one,
insulation.
It's too late for that. I guess.
When I grew up, we had a very non-insulated house, and winter was miserable because you could heat the house all you wanted. It was still freezing cold. We would just live in our coats.
Feel like the wind comes through the glass. Yeah. And then this one here, I am not surprised. Wine stores. Wine stores are doing very well, everybody.
Who cares about the cold?
Wine too. It's got to be the right wine. It's got to be like a nice warm red wine, don't you think? Because I like white wine, but to me white wine is for summertime and red wine is for wintertime. Just the way I think all cats are female and all dogs are male. Even though I know it's not true, that's just how I think.
I just think all wine's for drinking. I mean,
Rosé too? Well, rosé is very summer.
But you know what? There's nothing better
summer
than hot chocolate. Throw a little Baileys or something in it. Man, I can just sip on that all day. That lady right there agrees. What are you doing later?
Hot chocolate and Baileys? And then you sit around and cuddle by the fire waiting for the diabetes to set in.
That's the last thing I'm worried about.
But you don't care.
I'm too drunk to worry about your diabetes.
I think Baileys is good just all by itself.
It is.
It
I love that on the rocks,
It doesn't need any help. I didn't know about Baileys until my mother-in-law gave me a shot of Baileys, and I was like, what is this? I was like, is this the stuff people put in their coffee? And she's like, oh, Kelly, you don't need coffee. And sure enough, she and I were like, boy, this Baileys is like a dessert. It's like a drunken dessert.
It is. It really is a drunken dessert. You can just feel it just putting a layer of fat between your skin and your bones.
Yeah. And now I keep a bottle around for when she visits.
You have to try the new cherry one, though. Woo.
Oh, okay. There's a new cherry one.
Buddy.
Yeah, great.
Too early in the morning to talk about alcohol, but why not?
Do you believe in soulmates? Who here believes in soulmates?
Okay.
How many of you have met your soulmate or are with your soulmate? Lottie.
I know that everybody.
A lot of young people are with their soulmate.
But everybody who's raising their hand like, I'm with my soulmate, none of your soulmates are here with you. What's up? Two-thirds,
64% of people surveyed found that they believe soulmates are for real, a real thing. Like you are meant to be with this one person and that is your soulmate. And 36% say...
I would love to see relationship status out of the people that they polled. How long they've been there, if they are with somebody, how long they've been together, if they're married, if they're not.
They're polling people on a princess cruise, so. These are people trapped at sea, they've been at a buffet all day, and they're with somebody for those 7 days.
Yep. And a few went overboard. Yes, never to be found. Have you ever been on, you did a cruise with the show, right?
We did the show at sea.
I've never done a cruise.
You've never done a cruise at sea? You mean like a...
At sea, like, you know, the cruise ship and you...
I don't know why I said a cruise at sea. You've never done an air cruise? They're so fun.
If you have enough Baileys, you can cruise on land, too. Same thing. But no, I've never done that. I don't know why. I don't have the desire. Because you pull into a port, and then by the time I get comfortable, they're like, you got to get back on and go. I want to stay.
I think it's a great way to see a lot of places, and you don't really have to worry about anything. They take care of everything for you. Truly, they take care of everything for you. Yeah. You don't have to think. You don't have to put any thought into it. But you're almost like a newborn baby when it's over. Like you're like, how do I do this now? Who is going to feed us now? Yeah, you go into like post-cruise zombie mode. That would be a great TV series. Like it's a zombie cruise. Like everybody gets off. They go on normal. They come off and they're like, how do I feed myself?
Call that the floating dead. There we go.
Hey, the floating dead.
The Walking Dead. The floating dead. You got anything else?
No, because I know Gelman's anxious to get to the show.
Big show.
Hey, one more quick thing. This is very quick, because it sort of has to do with what we were talking about. Just so you know, if you're not sure what you want to do with your own dead body, it's a public service announcement. The New York City's only mortuary school is running out of dead bodies. So won't you be so kind and think about donating your body to the mortuary school. Somebody's got to figure out what to do with us after we're gone, and if they got nobody to practice on, then what? Okay? So that's your public service announcement. Won't you consider? That's what I'm going to do.
You're going to do that?
Yeah, why not? Give my body to the mortuary school? But I would like leave certain, I would want to look like De Niro. You know what I mean? Make me look like somebody else for my death. See how well they do.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're missing all the fun.
Yeah, all the post more fun. Cover your coffee, my lady. Want to protect you and your drinks from these savages with these beach balls. Because here we go, kicking this show off with our spin into spring travel trivia.
Nina Stallings from New York, New York, a New Yorker is our
Nina, there was, what were you doing with the ball when you bent over the ball like that? What was that?
I was
Twerking. Oh, twerking. Okay.
I couldn't see it. I'm so busy defending myself from the balls that I don't watch the trivia dancer at all. I'm just batting balls away the whole time.
But, you know, let's say hello to Ellie Craig from Waukee, Iowa. Wow. Hello, Ellie. How are you?
I'm awesome, Michael. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Ellie. What's going on?
Just getting the kids off to school.
And what are you up to this weekend out there in Iowa?
Let's see. I'm going to be having a double workout because tomorrow we have our 5th annual Craig Cousin Bacon Fest.
A bacon fest?
We're going to be eating lots of bacon and drinking beer, so...
Is that a nationally sanctioned event? Can anybody join?
We have t-shirts and, prizes.
Prizes?
So
what will your dish be?
So my husband bottled his own maple bacon beer. I made the labels, and then I'm making bacon pierogies.
Now this is a family event only, right?
It is a family event only. I think there might be a few friends there, but yeah, it's all of my husband's cousins.
Now, did you say that are there prizes or anything?
Yeah, so there'll be prizes awarded to the best dishes.
Like a free blood transfusion?
Yeah.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
You know what? Waiting for my invite for next year. All right?
You got it.
Just remember, Ellie, that the New York City Mortuary School is...
We'll be pacing ourselves. Yep.
Won't you please consider?
I love it. She said, we'll pace ourselves. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's spin the wheel, see what you're playing for, Ellie.
The Azure Rev Villa in St. Martin. Ooh, this is a great time. 8 days, 7 nights. Have you noticed that villas have their own names? Yeah. I did not know that, but now I have figured it out on day 5 of this contest. Yeah. It has 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. It includes a private pool, a housekeeper, pool concierge, round-trip airfare, all courtesy of Luxury Retreats. It's a prize valued at $4,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Ellie. Good luck.
Awesome.
All right, here you go, Ellie. On yesterday's show, we talked with New York Ranger goalie Henrik Lundqvist. In addition to hockey, what other sport did Henrik say he played when he was a kid?
Soccer.
That's right.
You got it.
Congratulations. You and the guests will enjoy 8 days and 7 nights at Azure Rev in St. Martin. Meaning blue-green, the Azure Rev Villa is located on the top of Mount Rouge in St. Martin. Surrounded by rolling hills and views of the sea, this villa features a distinctive island flair. You'll enjoy a vibrant nightlife, flat-leaf sand beaches, and temperate climate in this idyllic holiday setting. Your price is valued at approximately $4,500.
Hey, Ellie, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're excited. Now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a $500 appliance package from Cuisinart. So please pick a number between 1 and 203.
Okay, Rex, choose a number. Okay, 10.
10. All right. Congratulations, Ellie. Congratulations, ma'am. Everybody stay right there when we come back to beautiful. The talented, the multi-talented Jada Pinkett Smith will be here.
Still ahead on Live, a performance by Rixton. From Once Upon a Time, Jennifer Goodwin. And coming up next, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Rose from Downton Abbey and the new film Cinderella, Lily James will be here.
And the lovely Chelsea Clinton will also be here. Very exciting show. She's a very talented actress, a producer, director, author, and singer-songwriter. Please welcome a woman of many titles and talents, Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada, can I please have your shoes?
Yes, these are my little Dorothy shoes. Click 3 times and I'll go home.
I've got to say one thing. I've been here a long time. I've seen a lot of shoes. Those are the best shoes ever in the history of the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
#1 favorite ever.
Thank you.
You look incredible.
Yes.
Thank you. So do you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But your body is my favorite body because you're petite, but you are a dynamo.
Yes.
Give us your secrets. What's your routine?
I do like to hit weights. I really do. I love heavy weights. I have to, you know, I got to get in the gym. I get out a lot of energy. I can get a little rammy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good for your brain.
It's good for my mind.
Yeah,
I have to do it. It keeps me sane.
Well, you and Will celebrated 20 years together. Congratulations on that. I mean, 20 years.
Blessing, okay?
Yes.
Blessing.
But do you work out together?
We do. And I work out with my kids now. It's like a whole family thing. Yeah,
that's
family
funny.
that works out together stays together.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. I mean, Mark and I enjoy each other. Also, we've also been together 20 years, but I don't think we could work out together.
No?
No, I really don't.
Why?
You know, he likes to box and I like to dance around. So
yes.
really 2 different things.
But does it get competitive though? Like you see Will over there benching, you're like, move over, Will.
I know, right? It used to. I tell you, I can definitely squat more than Will.
No kidding.
Yeah, I could do serious leg presses and squats. Yeah, but I cannot mess with him with the bench press. I can't mess with him. But he's already, like, he's really muscular below, so he's just naturally muscular.
She meant the legs, people. She was talking about the legs.
Okay? So he doesn't have to work his legs out as much as I do. I go hardcore on my legs.
Will is not here to defend himself.
But yeah, it's fun. We have a good time. We really do. And now, you know, the kids are getting competitive, you know.
It shows. You guys look like a fun, happy group. Like every time I see you, I connect with you. Even though I never get to see you, and we don't know each other that well. But every time I see you, I'm like, don't you think? I look at Jada and I go, Jada would be my friend if we were neighbors.
Absolutely.
Right? I say it all the time. I'm like, I know Jada would be my friend.
Absolutely.
Well, Jada was my boss.
Oh, is that
I
true?
Sure was. I sure was,
and
Michael.
Magic Mike, she's my boss.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So what was it like working with Michael?
Oh, we had fun.
Oh, no kidding. Now, did Will get jealous?
No, he didn't, but he likes to tease. He definitely likes to tease. But I want you to know, ladies, I want you to know, if you've ever wondered what's underneath the jacket and the shirt, you're gonna find out in Magic Mike, and it's more than you could ever dream of. And I want you to know, Kelly,
the amount of time we've spent, if you're not fully nude, I am leaving.
and let me tell you,
I'm tearing
let me tell you, I get to see the screening tonight, but I had to wait because Greg Silverman himself told me that your part alone was NC-17 and had to be cut down to rated R.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I am serious, and I was there.
You were there because the whole time I'm doing what I had to do, and I see you over there.
I was like, get it right, Mike. Get it right.
Well, you know what?
We had fun,
that may just be too much, Mike. We got to take a break. We're going to ask Jada about her nickname, Baby.
Jada You play the ruthless Fish Mooney. I mean, and I do mean ruthless.
Oh, yeah, she's a bad girl.
She's a horrible mobster.
Yes.
She's in prison now.
Well, yeah,
It's
sort of. Yeah, it's like a prison where they're selling human parts, and she's trying to get some control
The
over it.
morgue should hit them up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Did you know?
Yeah.
But she's a little crazy, though, because she had the eye patch on because she scooped her own eye out.
Yeah.
But did you see that coming?
I didn't see that coming. And when I first read the script, I was like, oh, wow, this is extreme. And then as I thought about Fish, I said, oh, she would definitely get down like this. So it was fun. You know, I get to play a character that gets to do extreme things. She's evil. That's always fun. You know, so I'm having a good time.
You make evil seem so much cooler.
Yes.
I'm like, maybe being an evil, sinister mobster is the way to go.
Yeah.
That's for me. Will you be in season 2 of Gotham? Please tell me.
I don't think so.
No, please.
Yeah. You know, I signed for a year, and, you know, the year's up, so. But there are some great things coming ahead on Gotham, believe you me. There's a lot of good stuff coming.
I can't tell my sons that you won't do it second season. I can't tell them. I'm going to lie.
Okay, good.
Because they are your biggest fan.
Oh, that's
really
awesome.
Well, I'm holding out hope because you never know. Fish Mooney can show up anywhere.
Yeah, she can show up
never
anywhere.
know.
You never
We
know.
might be doing
There's
host
a
chat
little
and she's
Fish
standing
Mooney in
behind
all
us.
of us.
Well, you know, we love you here. Thank you
My husband Kane, he's backstage, wants to say
Oh, he's here.
hi.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
with you.
That's good.
Awesome.
So a lot has happened since the last time you were here.
I know, I multiplied.
You did. You multiplied. You have a 9-month-old
I
now.
do. Oliver.
Oliver. Oh, that's so nice.
He's so yummy.
So you had the baby last time. You got married.
I got married.
Your on and off screen.
Yes.
Prince Charming. Josh
Yes, not to
Dallas.
blur any lines or anything, but totally married Prince Charming and had a kid.
Yeah, that's so great. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Not too much pressure on the baby at all.
No. We already think the baby's going to have some issues growing up, having heard while in utero all kinds of things about dragons and curses.
I mean, I can't even imagine.
But when you both star on a fairy tale, you meet on a fairy tale. Is your wedding a fairy tale wedding?
It was pretty perfect. I mean, it was a last minute kind of thing because we thought of ourselves as exceptionally modern, and we were like, we don't need to get married. We'll get married later. And then I was 9 months pregnant. We were like, we totally need to get married. So at 9 months, we invited like maybe 25 people. And I was so big. My girlfriend, Monique Lilly, designed my dress, and I was in the fitting, and I was like, I clearly couldn't see my feet. And we were discussing shoes. She was like, oh, honey, just go barefoot.
Yeah.
And so I did. I literally just spent my entire wedding barefoot.
Yeah, I mean...
So I was afraid I was going to fall over.
Right.
Better safe than sorry.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know about you, but my feet were so swollen. I mean...
I had Shrek feet.
Shrekian, yes! Yes!
We kept thinking I needed to go to the hospital, and they were like, no, that's just being
your
pregnant.
feet.
That's just your feet now.
God, I'm so glad to hear you say that.
You two are having a part of conversation. I have nowhere to go with it.
You have 4 kids, so you remember, like, feet, like, get swollen. Not yours, but feet get swollen.
I just have Shrek feet. I'm not even pregnant.
Very Shreky. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah, Prince Charming gave me a foot rub every night.
So Mr. Dallas is all that. He's all that. So, but what's your son's name?
Oliver.
Oliver
Finley.
Oh, it's so nice. Boys are so sweet, too.
I think I was born to be a boy, Mama.
Oh, well, just wait till you have the girl, then. You're going to say the same thing about that.
Nice.
Do you have a hard time choosing the name? I love the name Oliver.
Thank you. You know what? We actually had a different name for like 6 months, and both woke up one day and said, we just have a feeling that's not going to be right. And Oliver wasn't based on anything. It was just a name that we adored, and there were no family members, you know, unfortunately, being honored, and it wasn't a literary reference. But we were actually all sitting around with my family one day as everyone flew in to wait for me to go into labor, which has its pros and cons.
I mean, that's a lot of
that's
so much pressure.
And everyone but me was sitting around having a beer, and Mr. Dallas was feeling a little, as he says, a little loose, and he said, $500 to anyone who can guess the baby's name on the first try, but we're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you today if you guessed it. And my little sister said, Oliver. And we got in the car and he was going, you told her. I was like, I mean, there were not clues given. She just guessed. She just knows me that well. And he goes, well, I don't have to really give her $500. I was like, you do not bet my sister $500 and not pay up, mister. So
Josh tried to get out of the
he
bet.
did. He's like, but it's your sister and we're close and we love it. No, no, no. That means you pay up. I want to see that check now. So that's actually how...
A little hint.
Well, I will say that the Trio of Darkness arrived 29 years ago, which is a little clue, in order to strike a deal. And the Charmings, or the Charmsteins as we call ourselves because we're Jewish, sometimes have other plans, but the plans aren't, in this particular situation, necessarily wholesome. And the only other time we've seen Snow White go dark, she was cursed. And I will say that this dark secret is based on free will.
Oh.
That pesky free will again. It's always such a plague in fairy tales. We should take a look at a clip,
Let's
right?
take a look.
Okay, so in this scene, Snow White and Prince Charming come face to face with the Trio of Darkness, right?
Yes.
So it's Maleficent, Cruella de Vil,
And Ursula.
And Ursula. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Juicy.
Oh, it's so juicy. Take a look at Jennifer Goodwin in Once Upon a Time.
Regina!
Show yourself.
No one's hiding. I was afraid you wouldn't recognize me. Have you met my associates? Cruella and Ursula.
What do you want with us?
Relax, dear prince. We're not here to fight. We're here to make a deal.
And then what happened?
Tune in to find out.
Oh my gosh.
And also, you're going to be the voice of Animal Fairy Fawn.
Yes.
For Disney's new animated film, Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast on DVD.
Oh my
They
gosh.
drew her to look like you.
There's nothing like being
Did you like
animated
doing
by
the voice?
Disney.
Do you like doing that?
Honestly, if I just did that from now on, I'd be fine. Like, it's the
best job
Oh my
ever.
gosh, it's so liberating. I mean, I'm literally just hopping around like a sound booth making, as you'll see, animal noises.
And you can wear whatever you want.
Oh yeah, when I was actually super duper pregnant, I mean, I recorded this for 3 years. And when I was super pregnant, they'd asked about my coming in for a session. And I really was keen to get out of the house, but I was like on semi-bed rest. And I was like, please let me come in, please let me come in. And I got to work and they had set up for me a Tinkerbell bed in the sound booth covered in Disney stuffed animals. And I like lay there with my microphone. That's a good job.
That's a really good job.
It's a nice job. It's pretty dreamy.
Make
Where are our beds with Disney stuffed animals, Gelman?
Make sure you check out Jennifer Goodwin Once Upon a Time here Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on ABC. We don't have any fancy beds. Jennifer Goodwin, everybody.
All right, coming up next, Rixton performs for us here on Live with Scully and Michael.
Don't forget to submit your favorite teacher to become chosen as one of Live's top teachers. Go to our website for all the details.
If you have Medicare Part D, Walgreens gets that you might be at the corner of looking for a good deal, and sheesh, I wish I'd look some more. That's why Walgreens makes it easy to switch your prescriptions and save money. Just stop by and leave all the legwork to us. Switch your prescriptions to Walgreens, where you could save even more on Medicare Part D with copays as low as $0. At the corner of happy and healthy.